Hi, kiddos. Welcome to my advice channel. I'm Dr. Jake Manley. First off, I'd like to mention something I've been hearing lately. Some people are saying that I'm not qualified to give psychological advice. Some people say that I'm not qualified to give cultural or social advice. Some are even saying that I'm not qualified to give any kind of advice whatsoever. Well, let's get on with it, shall we? Letters? I get letters.
Letters, he gets letters. Better will make you better. Ooh.
You send me questions, and I give you answers. That's how it works. My letter today comes from a confused cadet in California. Dear Jake, I'm a student, and I'm the only trans student in my entire high school. It's so not fair. All the other kids hate me and think I'm chuggy. They're so living in 2010 here. What can I do to just be me and show my riz? Signed, Apple. Well, Apple, I hear you, and I'm sure I can help. First off, let me say that being a trans student is not such a new thing. No! As a matter of fact, I even had a trans student in my grammar school back when I was a wee lad. Chaz was his name. Ah, poor Chaz. Such a troubled soul. Sometimes he would confide in me that he was very disheartened, as he was also different than everyone else. He used to say that he felt like a fairy in a land of trolls. So, Apple, could it be that you might be exaggerating when you say that all the other kids hate me? I didn't understand the other thing you said, but hate is a strong word. Maybe they just feel awkward around you because of your background. I mean, you probably dress differently than they do. You probably talk differently than they do. You probably eat different foods than they do. You might even use different currency than they do. All or some of these factors could simply be the reason they're being standoffish. Well, you wrote me for a reason, and I do have some advice for you. Number one, pretend you're one of them. Not only for them, but also for you. Why should anyone look at you and see someone any different? Blend in. After all, if you look like them, and talk like them, and walk like them, it's much less likely that you will ruffle their feathers. I think we're making progress already, don't you? Apple? That brings me to number two. Change your name. An apple is not a person. An apple is a fruit. Are you a fruit? Do you want people to think you're a fruit? No, I think not. As a matter of fact, with that fruity name, I don't even know if you're a banana or a peach. If you're a boy, get yourself a manly name like Gunnar or Frank. If you're a girl, adopt a feminine name like Eleanor or Clementine. Lastly, I want to give you some heartfelt support here. Now, maybe you've never heard this before, not even from your parents. But there's nothing wrong. No, there's nothing wrong with being a transfer student. And it doesn't matter what kind of transfer student you are. An international trans student, a charter school trans student, a homeschool trans student, whatever. All trans students have their own unique challenges. But, hopefully, with a dose of Dr. Jake Manley's wisdom and some determination and grit, you can overcome. Yes, you can overcome. Well now, I think we just might have done some good today. And such a timely issue for today, apparently. Thanks for watching. This is Dr. Jake Manley, reminding you that sometimes the best advice is the advice you didn't take. Until next time.
Come on in and sit right down. Dr. J can't wait to figure you out. Well, he's not an MD, we're required to say. Also, he's not allowed to enter Washington State. gets letters.